Hi, my name is Ann Potter. I teach 3rd grade at Orchard Elementary, and this week for computer science we are learning how to code. Right now what we're doing is we're using an app to code different characters to jump up and jump down. So we've had to talk about X and Y axis and positive and negative numbers. So they had to move those characters by changing the X and Y axis in their code. So we were able to incorporate some math into our coding.
Today we worked on coding, and the funnest part about coding is after you code, you get to see what you coded. When you had to push the button, tilt to the right, and then when you tilted your iPad to the right, your character should move to the right. And our classroom and other classrooms play a game called Rosie's Pathway. We use the cards to program Rosie so that she can move because Rosie can't think for herself. The cards said move forward, and it could move right or left.
And so when they didn't have a card for a specific function, they had to go back and work as a group and figure out what code they needed to put in to their program or their function. So it's fun to see the progression and how they had to think like a computer to actually programming a computer. It's been exciting to see that technology really can affect a child's learning process.
I know it's Computer Science Week, but at Northridge, it's Computer Science Week every day. This is what these kids do, it's what they live, it's what they love. I am Dax Bitner. I am the computer programming teacher here at Northridge High School in Layton, Utah. I was a computer programmer for about 20 years. This class right here is the game design class. They do computer programming, they program their games, they do the art assets for their games, they do the sound files for their games, they do everything from the beginning of the semester to the end of the semester. We have students that have started with no gaming experience and ended up with games on the Android market. These kids are incredible.
I wasn't even planning on going into something like this at the beginning of my high school career, but the more I find out about it, the cooler it becomes. There's so many different opportunities here that I can learn about. We have 3D printers here, we are programming drones, we are reprogramming Nintendos, and we also have consoles that we are building in class, and it's really neat.
It's just been like a really cool experience being in this class. So we've been using GameMaker. When I started using it, I didn't know barely anything about coding or anything. Eventually I started to learn stuff that I didn't realize I learned. And what I've been doing with my partner, we've been making like a platformer game, kind of like Mario or maybe Legend of Zelda. And so far it's been going pretty well. And it's not a bad thing to mess up. It helps you learn as you go.
There's so many kids out there that think that it's beyond me. It's like I can't do it, but they can. All they need is just that first little push, and that week of computer science is what gives them the chance to try something new and to try something that they maybe didn't think they could do, and then they succeed.